Hello, everyone. Welcome to Catherine's ESL classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to learn the verb to be, how to conjugate it, how to make questions, and how to answer them. So what is the verb to be? Think of the verb to be as the status verb. For example, it can tell us and describe the condition of a people, of a person, of a place, even things or ideas. For example, it can tell us the subject of someone's age, their nationality, their job, and even traits. So let's learn the verb to be and also become an expert at it. Wouldn't you love to know this? So I'll give you an example of how I would use the verb to be using the subject I am. We would change the verb to be to I am. If I were to use this, I would say, I am Miss Catherine. I am an American English teacher, tutor, and instructor. So that is one way how to use the verb to be. So let's have some fun. Are you ready? So who's ready to learn? What is today's lesson? Today's lesson is the verb to be, to make the conjugation of the verb to be. How to make a question and an answer. Okay, so this is the grammar verb to be. Remember, to be. So there are three ways to conjugate to be. Am, is, and are. Going to repeat after me? The verb to be, there are three of them conjugating am, is, and are. Great. Okay. So when we're going to conjugate the verb to be, we would say I am. That would be our pronoun. How about is? Is would be he is. She would be she is. It is. Now we have are. We would use the pronoun you are. We are. They are. Okay? These are the three conjugations of to be. Am, is, and are. Okay, now we're going to conjugate the verb to be using I am. I am Lisa. I am 7 years old. I am playing with the leaves. I am with Felix, my cat. Okay, so look at the picture, and to conjugate the verb to be using I, we would say I am. This is a boy. He is a boy. What's this? That's right, a girl. She is a girl. What's this? That's right, a chair. It is a chair. Okay, so a thing would be the chair. Good job, everyone. You. Okay, I'm looking at you. So what do we see in this picture? We have two men. We have what? A short man and a tall man, right? What's happening in the picture? If I'm saying you and the short man is looking at the tall man and the tall man is looking at the short man, we can actually say this two ways because we're looking at you. You are tall, right? So the short man is saying to the tall man, you are tall. And what would the tall man say to the short man? That's right, you are short. Now, we would be what? More than two, right? or we can even say two. We would be two people. We could be four people, three people, five people, a whole bunch of people, as long as it's more than one. We are friends. They. Remember they? They, you see this boy here? He's looking at they. They're over there. So when we say they, we're saying it's over there. They are happy, right? They're saying hi and they're all smiling. They are happy. Now, what is the difference between we and they? Okay. We would be more than one person and we're together. We're all together. If I say they, we are pointing to more than one person together because they're over there. They're not together. Good. Now, verb to be in short form. Okay, we're going to learn the long form and the short form. What do you think the short form is? Let's find out. All right, the long form of am. I'm going to cross out the A. Okay, we put an apostrophe M. How about is? The long form of is. How do we make it the short form? We cross out the I. And we put an apostrophe S. The long form of are, what happens? What happens and we make it the short form? We cross out the A and we make it an apostrophe RE. So think of the short form as your contractions of the long form to be. Am, is, and are. Okay? Because we are contracting it. We are making it smaller. We are making the long form into the short form. We are making the verb to be into a short one. We are contracting it, making it smaller. Now, the long form of I am becomes I'm. Repeat that. We're going to repeat long form together and short form together. Let's say it together. I am, I'm. It's a tough one. I'm. What about he is? Let's say he is first. Repeat after me. He is. Good. Now the short form would be he's. He's. You get it? Say it again. He's. Good job. She is. She is. The short form would be she's. She's. Think of cheese. Now put sh in front of it. Change the CH in cheese to the SH. She's. Good. What about it is? It's. It's. Okay. So let's just repeat all the short form. I'm. Good. He's. Good. She's. Good. It's. All right. Which one sounds like cheese? That's right. She's. Great job. What about this one? You are becomes your. Your. Good job. What about this one? We are. We're. We're. Okay, it's almost like weird, but without the D. We're. That's right. These are tough, right? What about this one? They are. There. There. Okay. Now let's just repeat all the short form again. Okay. Help me say them. I'm. He's. She's. It's. Your. We're. there. Great. More long form to short form. Okay. If I'm going to change I am a teacher, what would be the short form? I'm a teacher, right? What about he's a doctor? I gave that one too, didn't I? Right? I said he's a doctor. He is a doctor. He's a doctor. How do we say the short form of she is from Spain? That's right. She's from Spain. Not cheese from Spain. She's from Spain. Good job. So how would we say the short form? It is a camel. It's a camel. Good. How would we say the short form of we are girls? That's right. We're girls. Not weird. We're girls. Okay, let's try these again. All the short form. Let's say them together. I'm a teacher. He's a doctor. She's from Spain. It's a camel. We're girls. These can be a little tough, right? Lots of practice. Now, the verb to be in a negative form, okay? Negative would be what? That's right, opposite of positive. Now, the verb not, is that a verb? Could be, but it's not. It's a negative form. We're going to change not with to be. In the short form, we would do an apostrophe T, okay? Not is not the verb. Not is the negative form. Am plus not. See, these don't change. You can only say am not. But, see, we got that one. Getting a little tricky here. Is an apostrophe T. Isn't. Okay, these are tough. All right, so remember, when we want to change the verb to be in a negative form, just think of not and changing it from the long form to the short form. The long form of not and the short form of not would be an apostrophe T. Okay, so that's that one. That's why we were going through all the long forms and changing them into the short forms. So if you're confused here, rewind and go back. Okay, so am plus not is am not. Is plus the changing from not to the short form and apostrophe T would be isn't. Are, remember, we cross out the A, we change it to N apostrophe T. Aren't, okay? So remember, we change the long form of not and make the short form N apostrophe T. Okay, you see them all here. Not, N apostrophe T, N apostrophe T. But when we use the verb to be, remember, am, is, and are. There are three of them. So we would change from am not to, we can only do am not. These don't change. They don't change to a conjugated or a short form. But is does in the negative form. We would change is with an apostrophe T and make it isn't. The are plus the short form of not and apostrophe T becomes aren't. I know these are tough. I know it's probably easier for you to say, I am not, she is not, they are not, or we are not, right? You're used to that. But I want to help you conjugate the long form to the short form because we say this a lot, especially in America. Okay. How can we make a question? What do we see here? The emoji says, "Aw, he is sad." Okay. So now we want to cross out yes. Okay, because we're going to make a question. So what would happen if we cross out yes and we make a question? We switch the noun and the verb. What would the noun be? That's right, he. What's the verb? That's right, is. Is he. Now we add the adjective. We are describing the person, right? What is he? Sad. Is he sad? Now we add the question mark. Okay, so this is how we can make a question using the verb to be using he is. Okay. How about this one? No, they aren't happy. The short form aren't, right, would be are not. We cross out no and the N apostrophe T. Okay. Then we switch the noun and the verb. Are they? These are tricky. Remember, we're crossing out the no and the N apostrophe T. So now what happens? We add the adjective. Do you remember where the adjective is? That's right. Happy. Now what do we do? Remember, we're making a question. You add the question mark. Are they happy? So normally we ask the question first, then we answer it, right? Right? So I want to help you do the opposite, right? You put your thinking cap on. How can we make a question using I am to are you? Okay, we're going to make the question. If I say I am, and I want to ask the question to the person, I would say, are you? Here, this is how we do it. What do you think we would do with number one? Yes, I am sad. How would we make a question with yes, I am sad? We cross out the yes, right? What do we do here? We switch the noun and the verb. Okay, using are you. Okay, we switch the noun and the verb. Okay, but we're going to change I am to are you. Then we add the adjective. Where's the adjective? That's right, sad. Now what? That's right, add a question mark. Are you sad? Yes, I am sad. Okay, so remember, when we make a question with I am, we change it to are you. Now, what do you think we're going to do with number two? How can we make a question using no, I am not sad? We cross out no and the conjugation of not. What is that? N apostrophe T. Okay. So what do you think happened here? Cross out no and N apostrophe T. Where do you think N apostrophe T? Nope, it's not, because we can't say we can say I'm not, like I apostrophe M, wanted you to catch that mistake, wanted to know where you were. Okay, so we cross out the no and the not the N apostrophe T. I was trying to trick you because we can't conjugate I am and then the int. Okay, wouldn't be I am nunt, right? Wouldn't make sense. Can only be I am not. I know, tricky. Now what happens? Right? We switch the noun and the verb. But what happens when we switch the noun and the verb? Does it stay am I or would it be are you? That's right. Are you changes, okay, from the I am to the are you. Now, where's the adjective? Sad. Now what happens next? That's right. We add the question mark. Okay. So remember, I am changes to are you. Okay. So can we conjugate I am not? Would it be I amn't? Or would it be I'm not? Or would it be I am not? That's right. I'm not, I apostrophe am, not, that one's correct. I am not, that's correct. What about this one? I amn't. Nope, we can't do I space am n apostrophe t. That doesn't happen, okay? Wanted to see if you were paying attention. I am so happy you are doing an excellent job. Okay, now let's switch it. How can we make an answer? Is he happy? Is she sad? Now that we made a question out of an answer, work on these. What do you think? Add yes. Right? Because before we were crossing out the yes. Now we switch the noun and the verb, okay? He is, yes, apostrophe, he is. Now, when we answer a question, we say yes or no. We always say yes, apostrophe, because it's a pause. The apostrophe, is this an apostrophe? No, that's right. I'm glad you caught me. It's a comma. Yes, comma. All right. I'm so glad you know your punctuation. Thank you for taking the punctuation lesson. So yes, comma is a pause. Yes, he is. And now what happens? We add the adjective. Where is the adjective? That's right, happy. Now what? We add a period or a full stop. Okay, so yes, apostrophe or yes, comma. All right, comma, yes, comma, because we pause. Yes, he is happy. What happens if we don't pause and we don't put the comma? We would sound like this. Yes, he is happy. We always want to pause. Now, what about this one? You try it. Is she sad? So make an answer out of the question. What happens here? We could add no and apostrophe T for not, because now we are changing yes to no. No. What happens? Apostrophe or comma? That's right, comma. Why? Correct. We are pausing. Why are we pausing? Because we are answering the question whether it's a negative form or the positive form. Now we add no and the n apostrophe T because we are making it a negative form. We are switching the noun and the verb. No, she. What would happen here if we are going to make it the short form or conjugate is not? No, she isn't, right? Because we're making the short form. Isn't means is not. Now we add the adjective. Where's the adjective? That's right. You got it. Now what happens after this? You add a period or a full stop. No, she isn't sad. Let's practice this. No, she isn't sad. Okay. What is the long form for isn't? Correct, is not. You're doing a fantastic job. I know these can be tricky. Okay, how can we make an answer here? Now, I'll give you 30 seconds, okay? You figure these out. Make an answer. Are they happy? Are they sad? Now, we can say yes or we can say no. Let's see how you do. Okay, we're back. What did you get? All right, yes, comma, or apostrophe? Correct, comma. Why? That's right, we are pausing. And what happens now? Yes, they are happy. Now, there's a mistake in this sentence. Where's the mistake? Do you remember? That's right, they. It's not yes apostrophe capital T, it's lowercase t. If I just said they are happy, then the T and they would be capitalized. But because I am making it an affirmative, a positive answer, a complete sentence, I would say yes, they are happy with lowercase t. Good job. Thumbs up. All right. Are they sad? How can we make an answer here? Look at the picture. Are they sad? No. Correct. Use a comma. Ah, who's conjugating? Who's making it a short form? What happens here? No, they are. They aren't sad. I bet you caught the mistake here. Correct. The T in they should be lowercase. Why? That's right, because we are answering it negatively. We are saying, no, they aren't sad. When can we capitalize this? Correct. Only if we say they aren't sad. I'm so proud of you. You are catching on. So let's just practice the conjugations are not to aren't. Let's repeat. Aren't. Aren't they sad? Okay. Did we get this? All right. How about this? How can we make an answer? Okay. Are you tall? Remember, are you changes to I am. How about this one? Are you short? What happens to are you? What changes? That's right. We would say I am because we are answering the question, are you? Okay. Now, if I'm asking a question to somebody, the person's going to answer. Okay. That's why they're saying I am. Now, if the person's asking the question to you, but you're not answering, and the person who's asking the question is also answering the question for you, what would happen? Would we still say I am? No, we would say you are. Okay. I love it that you're catching on. Fantastic. But if not, no worries. You just ask as many questions as you want and we will help you. So, did you figure it out yet? How can we make an answer to are you tall? Yes. What happens after yes? Correct. Yes, comma, not apostrophe. I am tall, period. Okay. Now, I want to know if anyone caught there's a small little mistake here. That's right. There should be a space between I and A. I am. Okay. Otherwise, it looks like am. Now, what would happen if we were to make the long form I am and make it the short form? That's right. I'm How do we spell that? I''M. All right. What about this one? Are you short? No. What happens after no? Correct, comma, because yes, we are pausing. No. What happens? What happens to are you? I am not short. Okay. Who said the short form of I am not? What did you say? I'm not. All right. Hooray. So how do we spell that? I''M. I'm not. Yes. How did you do, everyone? I'm so thankful that you joined Miss Catherine's ESL classroom, learning the verbs to be, how to conjugate it, how to make questions, how to make it in from the long form to the short form, and how to make answers out of a question. I love it, everyone. You did a fantastic job. And until next time, bye.